Glen Phillips is here. Toad the Wet Sprocket. You're listening to Toad right now. This is Transient Whales. It's off the Starting Now album, 2021. And welcome back, Glenn.
Thank you.
It's been a really great hour with you. I really appreciate your time and your generosity and spirit and honesty. Do you produce any young musicians? Is it something that you do, or are you listening? You
I
out there I
haven't.
mean, I know you're
I'd
out there.
like to.
Yeah.
I haven't really. Um, yeah, no,
Okay.
not so far.
Uh, so don't send Glenn your CDs yet.
I mean, you can.
You
Well, don't
can.
send me CDs because I don't have anything to play them on either. But
That was a
you
joke
know,
from our last
yeah.
segment. Um,
Uh,
Glenn, your opinion on what is music about?
oh, I mean, it's different for
Good question.
everybody. It's
What
yeah.
is it about?
Um, damn. I
What is
mean,
it about for the world? What does it give us, in
I
your
don't know what
opinion?
it is for the world. For me, it's gone through a lot of stages. It was my refuge when I was a kid. Um, Sometimes it's just something to dance to. Sometimes it's, some place where you go deeper. I mean, I finally came to terms with Toad and kind of the history. How can I say this? Having had some really early hits and then basically nothing for the last 30 years, uh, or close to 30 years.
I don't know if
Uh,
that's true.
well, not
Hits
not
on the chart,
since
maybe, but
hits on the
not.
chart. I've written
Mm,
songs, you have to define success differently, right? I don't have big breakthroughs anymore,
yeah,
but I get a lot more letters from like therapists saying they use my music in therapy or people talking about songs that
that's gotta be
helped
great
during
to hear.
hospice or like, yeah, that stuff really matters to me. Um, and so, but there's this thing of the songs that you heard when you were young, and I think of the songs that you know from way back when are like this form of time travel where you can, even if that song was like your worst breakup ever, you can hear that song and somehow become almost nostalgic for that time. Like you can see yourself with
Mhm.
compassion through a song. Um, in the same way that like a smell can bring you back to your mother's kitchen or, these old memories. I think songs have that ability to like bypass your thought. And once again, it's like time travel plus compassion, uh, where you have this tenderness even for the hardest parts of your life so that those hard parts aren't so hard when you remember them through a song. And I think that's why the old songs are so valuable to people. And so for me, it's remembering as an artist, like I like the songs I write better now. They mean more to me because I'm me now. I think they're better. But I used to really be angry when Toad was broken up and I was playing, solo. And I was thinking, hey, these are great songs. Like, why do you guys still want to hear Walk on the Ocean? And what I realized is because I can never compete with Walk on the Ocean because even at that point, it had 20 years in people's lives. And it was taking them back somewhere they needed to go. And they needed to go back there with compassion for themselves and for the people around them. And like songs help you do that. Um, I mean, they also work
That's
for prayer. They also work for community building. They also work for
mhm.
protest. They also work for comedy. They work for a million things. Songs are freaking great.
Yes, they are, and that's such an interesting thought you just put out there that these songs, you hear them, you can't compete with uh, some of your big hits because they have been ingrained in someone's memories like mine.
Mhm.
I'm up in Idaho going to high school and I'm driving in my car listening to the Wet Sprocket because it took me back there and I remember, and
Yeah,
now it still does to this day. And that's a lot of history we have with our music, right? You have
it's a
songs like
ton.
that. But how here's the weird twist that I've never thought about. Do your songs that mean so much to me and to all your fans, do they mean that same thing to you, or do you know what I mean? Like you've got songs too
No,
that take
because they
you
never
back.
left me. They've stayed
That's interesting.
present tense for the
As
most
a
part. Every
musician,
once in a while, something will happen, and I play a song, and it hits me in a brand new way, and it
but it's not the
reapplies itself.
same um, timestamp or journey back that we have. You have different versions of it for you. It's something you
Yeah,
created, something you play, that those memories you have, but you don't, it doesn't grasp you like it does for me on the other side, where it takes me back to seventh grade or eighth grade or ninth grade or
yeah,
whatever.
no, but I've got my own songs for that,
Yeah,
and
it's interesting.
but the stuff I wrote, no, it's no,
Uh,
it's been such a constant. Yeah.
Glenn, you've given me more time than I ever thought, and every bit
More
of it's
time than you
been
can fit in an hour.
more time than we can fit in a radio hour. I will not edit this. I'm going to do a part one and part two on the radio, so we won't cut
It's all
anything. But
right.
um, I really do appreciate your music, your artistry, your what you've given to my life and so many others. So my final question for you before we set up the song, the song that we're going to play on the way out that you mentioned. Not wanting to play, getting mad about Walk on the Ocean, but there's a twist. There's something new about it. Before we play that though, I'm going to ask you my final question, which is if you could finish this sentence for me.
Uh-huh.
Um, I have to find it now. I left my question. Starting now.
Is that a question?
Yeah, how would you finish that sentence? It's an album name, it's an album title, right? But starting now,
Hmm.
where you're at right now in life, Glenn. Starting now, what's next?
Oh,
What will you do?
starting now, lots more tour, just trying to get my winter brain shed and get my spring brain happening. Um, yeah,
Will you go out
I've been,
to the forest? Will
well, I
you
probably need to. I've had a kind of long period of writer's block, and so time to be writing again, and um, it's, that's kind of the main job coming up. So yeah,
well, we look
just
forward to
writing.
it.
Whole
We
lot of
look
tour
forward to
gonna
it. So
happen. Yeah, and you'd said earlier we haven't announced all the dates yet, but Toad's gonna be out July, August with Kitty Tunstall, Semisonic, and Sixpence None the Richer, different combinations of those at different times, and then out again in the fall. So we've got a pretty major tour season coming up.
great. And when you get those dates, if we'll put them out, let me know and we'll put them out, or I'll keep an eye out for them.
Mhm.
And you guys are working on a new album, yes?
Well, we're working on it's kind of an acoustic re-recording album. So we've
Hmm.
been putting out these little singles, and so we're gonna do a vinyl pressing of that. That's just kind of, I don't know, we've been playing these little acoustic subset during our sets and really enjoying it. And so we wanted to kind of have that vibe for some of these old songs. And in
And
the
so this is
meantime, we're
one of them,
also,
right? That you've
yeah,
given
this
us.
this version of Walk on the Ocean is one of those, and we're also working on writing for a new folk record. So yeah,
Well, a lot of exciting stuff for Toad the Wet Sprocket fans and for all of us to pay attention to and look out for. Glenn Phillips, again, thank you, my friend,
thank you,
for
Jeremy.
being on. Any final words to anyone that you'd like to put out there?
Nah, just take care, be kind. That's
Be
all.
kind. That's the perfect way to end this. Okay.
All
And
right.
communicate,
Yep.
but listen more and
Yes. Use
evolve.
your words, but also shut up.
Yes, exactly. Listen more than you talk. Um, you'll be surprised what you get out of that. Glenn
Yep.
Phillips, thank you so much.
Thank you. Take care.
Take care, everybody. Have a great day.